No way. See the call yesterday. I had this meeting. What's their class on? I'm pretty good.
Yeah? We're almost ready.
Should be, yeah.
Showtime. Says I'm contemplating a memory. I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I know it complete. But I want a younger man's clothes. La, 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 la. Sing us a song of a piano man. Sing us a song tonight. When we're all in the mood for melody.
Should I move one of these chairs down?
She's probably listening.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she said she probably listening. I've been feeling this. Now John was wrong, a friend of mine. It's quick with a joke, or a light up a smoke. But there's some things that need that. He says, "Bill, I believe this is killing me." Has a smile right away from his face. But I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of his way.
We sure there's only one student up here today? I'll put this chair.
There's gonna be two additions.
No other issues. Susan is fine. My thing all messed up again where I've been sitting on it. All good, right?
Please welcome the Lisbon Fire Department Honor Guard to present the colors. Lieutenant Alex the Burge, Firefighter Tom McGrath, Firefighter Jim Lemieux, and Firefighter Jeremy Williams. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Ashley Whitten.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched with so gallantly stream. The rocket's red glow, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
now like to invite each of the graduates to present roses to the individuals here today who have encouraged and supported them through their educational endeavors.
For the boy words from my heart I sing. Even the night, help me find my place. If I don't want be the strength to stand alone. First the chill had to fly when I felt my dreams. It's all for me. All for every time, or even think was something more. And I thank God now the hour and these feelings so I just got to let you.
Good morning, friends, family, teachers, and most importantly, the Lisbon High School graduating class of 2021. My name is Emily Chapman, and as the president of the class of 2021, it is an honor to speak on behalf of the class. I would like to start off today by thanking each person who is here today for the unique role they played in the success of each of today's graduates. Today, the 60 students in front of me accomplished one of the many major milestones in our lives thus far. Congratulations, we made it. Looking back on these past 4 years we have all spent together made me realize how fast everything truly happened. I never believed teachers when they would say that it goes by in the blink of an eye, yet here we are today. It feels as if nothing has changed, and we are still the same people we were walking into this same gym for freshman orientation 4 short years ago. But the thing is, almost everything has changed in a sense. We went from counting the days down until sophomore year to counting the days down to graduation. We went from knowing what we want to do in life to realizing that that is actually the complete opposite of what we want to do. It took me a couple of years to realize that being a vet would mean that I had to see blood. I'm not going to be a vet. But through it all, we stayed motivated to be here today, even when sophomore and junior year sluggishly trailed on. Without our continued efforts, there would be no class of 2021, and in correlation, no graduation. When I tried to think of things that stayed the same, I was unable to pinpoint anything. Nothing is truly the same, but each of our individual abilities allowed us to adapt to each and every new situation that was thrown at us. These changes are good, and something that we will experience for the rest of our lives, regardless of the next adventure we take on after high school. We leave this gym today no longer students of Lisbon High School. Most of us will be entering college, while some entering the workforce, and others joining the military. Although we are all going somewhere so different, we will always have this in common. These are the stories that we will tell our future friends and families. These will one day be known as the good old days, and each of us a small memory to another. Lisbon High School is where the lessons we learned from one another were almost just as important as the lessons we learned inside the classroom. Be as friendly as Christian, as giggly as Emma, and as honest as Megan. We will forever carry a piece of each other alongside us wherever we go, no matter how far we stray from home. Today is the start of the rest of our lives, which could mean something so different to each of us. Maybe it's your parents treating you like an adult, or you moving on to a full-time career, or starting your next level of education. Regardless of what it is, we are all taking this step together. I would be lying if I said I wasn't scared of this next step, or that I won't miss the familiarity of Lisbon High School, but I hope that my fellow graduates feel this alongside me, and know that we are not alone no matter where we go. We also did not make it here alone. Amongst the faculty of Lisbon High School, 2 people were key to the success of our class, in and outside of the classroom. First, I would like to extend a warm thank you to Mrs. Roy for being the ultimate cheerleader, French teacher, duck keeper, and above all, role model to each and every student in the school. Your presence has been missed. Second off, I would like to recognize Mrs. Austin for stepping into some of the biggest shoes to fill and doing it so quickly. You kept us on track and in check. Without you, I'm not sure what anyone in this school would do, since you always somehow have the answer. In addition, I would like to extend a thank you on behalf of every student to Mrs. Brunel for caring and always being there, Mrs. Craig for being the heart of Lisbon High School, Mrs. Brown for take-home tests, Mr. Bernard for always being there to help no matter how close the deadline is, Mr. Whitaker for sticking through sophomore year, Miss Sylvia for aiding beyond the classroom, Mrs. Pearson for loving the cat shirts, Miss Gervais for pushing us inside the classroom, and Mrs. Morse for always giving us big sister moments. You all truly made the high school experience much more enjoyable and have created everlasting impacts on our lives. Thank you all for supporting us today, and congratulations, class of 2021. I would now like to welcome Callie Feehan, Vice President, to the stage for her speech.
Disclaimer, I am dyslexic, so I might stumble around a bit. I've always wanted to give a speech at graduation, and I had this elaborate plan to call people out and try and take away from the severity of this event, but now that I'm here in front of my class, all I feel is an overwhelming sense of pride to see you grow up around me. And extra pride points if you took one of Miss Gervais' classes, because that's a feat on its own. Graduation time is upon us, and I'm truly feeling indifferent about it all. Like if I have to go through one more teary-eyed goodbye, my teardrops might just dry out. Being able to see everyone I've known since kindergarten here and how far they come and how far they go, that's a Moana reference, is something I never thought I'd actually care about. And yes, I'm saying I'm proud of each and every single one of you, even if I don't like you, even if we aren't friends, I'm proud. High school, like for many, was extremely difficult for me. I've been in a battle with my own mental illnesses for years, and a couple therapists and different medications later, I'm here, struggling, but here. And without the support of my friends and staff here at Lisbon, I don't know if I would be. They have given me an incredible amount of support along the way, which is something I never could have expected. They've pulled me aside and asked how I was, assuring me that I was okay, and showing me that someone cared for me. Although I knew people did, it was always a surprise to see it in action. I wouldn't have been able to stand up here with the mindset that I have today if it weren't for Miss Roy telling me I'm awesome, or Mr. Fowler inviting me to his pizza party because I looked sad, or even as recent as Miss Craig calling me beautiful every day as I walked in, even in my mask. I have stayed after for many hours with a lot of teachers, especially the math ones, and they never made me feel like I was being dumb, even when I was. And even with my own personal demons haunting me, I pushed myself, and they gave me the shove today to make me the person I am today. And for that, I'll never be able to thank them enough. With that being said, I hope you all had a teacher who cared for you like many of I have, because I know in a room full of high school students, you have all gone through and are going through your own obstacles. However, I'm here to tell you, like my teachers told me, that you are going to be okay. Whether it's college, the workforce, a gap year, the military, you'll most likely be experiencing an extreme amount of change, and it'll be terrifying. Just in the last year, I've had to move out of my childhood home, live 30 minutes away from all my friends, got a job in a completely different town where I didn't know anyone. And once it all happened, I ended up being fine. In fact, I've become a more adaptable and comfortable person. I can't guarantee you'll always be the happiest during these transitional times, but I can guarantee you will end up okay. Don't worry about what other people think about you. Be selfish, do what you want, and don't give up on your present self, because future you would be pissed. Because I know if I gave up when I wanted to, I would be pissed. So please take these words with me the same I have for the last 4 years to get me through all the ridiculousness of this high school. I know I'll be trying my best to take them with me as I go off to college. I hope my rambling and corny jokes had an impact on you like you guys did on me. Anyways, happy Pride Month, and I'll see you guys later. With peace and love, goodbye Lisbon High School. Mr. Bernard Smells.
Throughout high school, for those of us who took French, we often heard the phrase, not better or worse, just different. This seems fitting for today's celebration. Although Mrs. Roy often said this in reference to the culture in France versus the culture in America, this meaning can be applied to our everyday lives in many different aspects, which I will remember always. I thank Ms. Roy for reinforcing this idea into my head almost every day. It is with great pleasure that I welcome Mrs. Roy, our class advisor for the previous 3 years, to the stage as our guest speaker today.
Good morning, class of 2021. I'm honored to be your graduation speaker today. I want to first publicly thank Mrs. Amy Austin for being the class of 2021 advisor this year. When the COVID and other personal factors late last fall, I felt that I could not give 100% to your senior year. Your parents have shared your adventures with me throughout this year. I am so happy you had so many wonderful experiences. Thank you, Mrs. Austin, for all of your hard work, and please accept the gift that I left on your desk as a token of my appreciation. I have to admit that I'm very nervous to speak to you today. The last time I was this nervous was when I was working as the librarian at Philip W. Sugg Middle School about 14 years ago, and I was asked to substitute teach for the French class for 3 weeks, as the teacher would be out. I was not sure I could do this job. I was so nervous on the first day. I did that 3-week job and loved it. I loved teaching the language, I loved the kids, and I loved the challenge. At the end of the year, I applied for the open French position and got the job. At 48 years old, I went back to school while teaching and completed my certification to teach French. That led to a wonderful 13-year journey teaching middle and high school students. Thank you, Dr. Green, for believing in me when I was not sure I believed in myself. To you all, you will have opportunities in your life to do things that you are unsure if you can do. Others will believe in you. Accept those challenges and see where those opportunities bring you. As I thought about the words of wisdom I wanted to leave you with today, I reminisced about all the life lessons we learned in French class from the 21st century learning expectations. You all remember those, right? Communication, problem solving, global awareness, self-reflection, utilization of time, and critical thinking skills. They are so important to success. I thought about how my goal was always about opening up your minds to other cultures and languages and teaching you life lessons. Remember these? Do your best work. Do your own work. If you cheat, who are you cheating? And is that right or wrong? Or this class is not about me, it's about you and your learning. I thought about the thoughts of the day I posted on the board with positive messages to uplift and motivate you. I thought about advocacy time and circle time, which I loved, by the way, because it allowed me to know the students in my advocacy and be able to help them maneuver through their high school years. In our advocacy, we had a duck, and this is the duck that was our talking piece. That duck flew around the room, back and forth, across the classroom, from person to person, so they could give their opinion or tell a story that was important to them. I also love playing Pictionary and doing our random acts of kindness, and even door decorating, as frustrating as it could be. To my advocacy and French students, I missed you very much this year. I also missed greeting students at the door each morning, even if I'm still not sure you even heard me. I missed all of those random acts of kindness that we did as a school as well. Then I said to myself, no, that's the past. Let's look to the future. So here goes. Mrs. Roy's 5 keys to success. Number 1, be grateful. Always find the good in situations and people. Be grateful for your family, teachers, friends, and community members that have supported you throughout the good and the bad. If you have a chance today, say thank you to those people who have been your rocks throughout the year. Number 2, work hard for what you want. There are no shortcuts in life, and you need to set goals and make a plan to reach those goals. Some of you will be entering college or technical school. Others will enter the workforce or join the military. Whatever you choose to do, be the best at it. If you are the best at what you do, whatever it is, you will be successful. We need all kinds of careers in this world. If you are the best at what you love, you will succeed. Number 3, ask for help when you need it. Everyone needs help from time to time, and you have a whole support system to talk to and give advice and get advice from. Keep your support system close. You will make mistakes out there. Everyone does. It is what you learn from those mistakes and how you rise from those mistakes that tell about your character. Ask for help when you need it. So many people care about and love you. You don't have to go it alone. Number 4, pay it forward. Don't forget to give to others through volunteering, mentoring, or community service. Giving back to your community is the cornerstone of building a strong community and friendships that will last forever. If there is one thing I have learned in the last year and a half, we all need to work together to support each other in time of need. Remember to take time out of your busy schedule to give back. Number 5, be happy. Time goes by in the blink of an eye. I remember telling you all at freshman orientation that the next 4 years will fly by. It seems like yesterday that you were 8th graders, touring the high school with your 8th grade teachers. I remember the seniors saying that you were so small and so shy. That is not the case today. You have grown into amazing young adults, and I am so proud of you. Take time to enjoy all the things life will bring you. Be happy. You all know that I retired last spring, not the way I expected to, because I never got to say goodbye. Not really anyway. So here's my goodbye. There's now an old country song by Rascal Flatts that goes, "My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same thing too." Well, your parents, your family, your teachers, your community, and I all care about and believe in you. So as Dr. Seuss said, congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off on your way. To the class of 2021, each and every one of you is an amazing young adult. It has been my honor to be your teacher and class advisor. Each and every one of you has gifts that are waiting to be opened and shared with the world. I can't wait to see where your future takes you. Best of luck. You rock.
Please welcome alongside myself, my fellow class officers, Emma Willie, Secretary, Madison Ryder, Treasurer, and Callie Feehan, Vice President, for the presentation of gifts. To Lisbon High School, we leave behind a new Greyhound mascot suit. With this mascot, we hope to support all of our current and future athletes and bring a sense of Lisbon pride to every game. To Sue Violet, we would like to present a gift card for always being readily available as a photographer for these past 4 years and capturing some of the most important moments of our lives thus far. To Mrs. Roy, although a gift or words cannot express the level of gratitude each of us has for all of the work you have put in alongside us, we would like to thank you today with a bracelet. Throughout these past years, you have stood up and stood by us, no matter the situation, and set a solid foundation for our success. To Mrs. Austin, I cannot thank you enough for how much work you have put into our class this year. When we were stuck, you helped us get through it and persevered when we even had doubts in ourselves. Even before taking charge as our class advisor, you helped us out so much. It is for these reasons that we would like to present you today with a ring. Finally, the moment we have all been waiting for, I would like to welcome Superintendent Green to the stage for the presentation of diplomas.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Lisbon School Department, I would like to welcome everyone here to the Lisbon High School, home of the Greyhounds, and the 2021 Girls Class C Track and Field State Champions. I would like to begin today by acknowledging and thanking all the faculty, staff, parents, family, and friends who have helped make this day possible. Raising and educating a child is one of the most challenging and expensive things that I have experienced. Add a pandemic to the equation and life gets even more real. But here we are, all together today, just killing it. Speaking of someone who is just killing it, I wanted to take a moment to recognize and thank Miss Amy Austin for all of her efforts, not just this year, but last year, making sure that graduation was as special and unique as possible. Will you please join me in a round of applause to thank her for all of her efforts? There are several other people who I would also like to personally thank, starting with Mrs. Roy for agreeing to speak today, as she has certainly had a positive impact on all of us, especially the class of 2021 and the thousands of students that she taught, mentored, and supported. I would also like to thank Ms. McGee, Mr. Hall, Mr. Gigi and the Tech Hounds, and Mr. Willett and all of his staff and all the other staff that are here today, school committee members who have helped out to make this ceremony extra special and successful. I'd also like to thank the facility and school committee for allowing the change order to install air conditioning units to this gym during construction. But most of all, I would like to congratulate the Lisbon High School class of 2021. With that being said, can I please have each member of the graduating class of 2021 please stand up? Everyone's experience in high school is different, and I cannot express how proud I am to be able to recognize and award you with your diplomas today, as the amount of resiliency, maturity, and commitment that you've displayed is simply amazing. I'd like to personally thank you for finishing what you started. Although from a distance, I was able to see pieces of your senior year, starting with the organization of a prom, knowing that you had to follow certain guidelines and guest restrictions. That was very impressive. Being flexible and adjusting the outdoor senior march at LCS was also impressive, and will be the norm, I'm sure, for years to come. Life hasn't been easy for anyone, but through it all, you managed to make the most of all the situations, and here you are today, ready to take on the next phase of your lives. Your motto, "So much hassle for a tassel," is also impressive. If everyone in attendance would please join me in recognizing and congratulating each member of the class of 2021 for setting the standard, not making excuses, and leading by example. You can have a seat now. Next, I would like to ask all the current and past members of administration, teachers, support staff, coaches, substitutes, volunteers, public safety officers, and officials to please stand. Your influence on these students is impossible to measure. However, it is a direct result of your efforts that these students have been able to reach this milestone. I would like to personally thank you for having a positive impact on the lives of these students. Again, please join me in thanking these individuals for their efforts. Next, I would like to ask all the parents, guardians, grandparents, relatives, neighbors, friends, and anyone here today supporting the graduating class of 2021 to please stand up. Words alone cannot thank you enough for all the time and effort that you devoted to make sure that today would become a reality. I know that it may be hard to believe that this day has finally come and how fast time has passed, but please be assured that this class loves, respects, and appreciates all your efforts. Please join me in thanking these members of the family and friends who have provided the support to make this day a reality. Finally, I would like to ask all the current and past members of the armed forces to please stand. would like to personally thank each of you because I believe that none of this would be possible if it were not the result of your efforts to protect our freedom and help make this the greatest country in the world. Would everyone please join me in thanking all the members of the armed forces who are here today. So in conclusion, I would like to say to each member of the class of 2021, it doesn't matter what your plans are for the future. Take advantage of every opportunity that you have. Work as hard as you play. Don't sweat the little things. Always make sure that your family and health is your top priority. And the sooner that you realize that your parents are smarter than you, the better off you will be. Also, I want to make sure that over the next few days, I hope that each of you remembers to thank the people that helped you get here today, and that you never forget the meaning and pride behind the statement, "We are Lisbon," as your efforts and accomplishments this year are true examples. Congratulations again, and thank you. It is now my great pleasure as the superintendent of schools, and through the power vested in me by the state of Maine and the Lisbon School Department, I do hereby confer upon you your high school degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and will now award the diplomas to the Lisbon High School graduating class of 2021. Congratulations, students.
Emily Grace Chapman. Emma Elizabeth Page Willie. Neil Edward LaRochelle III. Madison Ray Ryder. Cameron Patrick Gilman. Destiny May DeShanes. Courtney Elizabeth Von Saint. Megan Carlene Libby. Justin Aaron Lee. Emma Elizabeth Tapley. Callie Elizabeth Robin Feehan. Isabella Sky Mooney. Daniel William Hoolan. Christian James Richter. Xander Michael Dubé. Clarice Celia Sanamon. Allison Carrie Ann Barbet. Ashley Brooke Lynn Witten. McKenna Jordan Passan. Susan Ann Hart. Samantha Lynn Sitars. Leah May Walls. Owen Thomas Fish. Sarah Eleanor Haggerty. Jessica Ray Schlotterbeck. Natalie Page Scott. Chance Barry. Gage Donovan Elwell. Adrian Leroy Blake. Tegan Estes Sayer Matson. Colby Ray Krog. Amanda Christine Bergen. Daytona Stephen McIver. Emma May Schofield. Christopher Brian Root. Isaiah Thomas Howard. Michaela Jo Driscoll. Alana Judith Louise Keith. Dustin Ray Verrill. Braden Reese Morneau. Chase Aaron Benner. Nadia Lee Rodriguez. Hudson Peter Robert Cogshaw. Colby James Bailey. Garrett Jordan Perrin. Maxwell Gregory Boulay. Adam Daniel Goslin. Zachary Michael Berry. Christy May Coleman. Misty Ann Coleman. Cole Michael Levesque. Emma Marie Wallace. Austin John Hawks. Erin Alexandria Butler. Noah James Chasson. Lynn Ann Feely. Emma Pearl McGregor. Erica Page Daigle. Allie Lynn Wallace. At this time, I would like to invite Madison Ryder up to the podium.
Hello. Okay, I am not much of a public speaker, so we'll try and keep this pretty quick. Standing up here and looking out at all of you is truly surreal to me. Since freshman year, I've been saying that I wanted to speak at my graduation, and the realization that that day has finally come is truthfully kind of terrifying. We've waited so long in anticipation for this day, and now that we're here, I really don't know how to feel. Everyone really does say that high school will go by in the blink of an eye, and I don't really think any of us believed it. But here we are receiving our diplomas 4 now seemingly short years later. While today marks the end of our high school careers, this day also marks the beginning to the rest of our lives. After today, each one of us will go down separate paths and begin to build a life outside of Lisbon High School. We will each be in new surroundings with new people, experiencing new things, all in an attempt of discovering our individual purposes in life. Now, if any of you are like me, that thought probably terrified you. If you're a much braver person than I, maybe that thought excites you. Either way, I want to assure each and every one of you that you are capable of doing amazing things outside of Lisbon High School. Whether you're going straight to college, taking a gap year, joining the military, or jumping right into work, each of these paths will lead to a successful life as long as you're happy. It's cliche, I know, but the power to make this life incredible lies in your hands. This day marks a new beginning, a fresh start. So buckle down, work hard, take risks, and do what you love. Because at the end of the day, this life is yours, and you deserve to create a life that you're happy living. Now, don't get me wrong, you'll encounter many challenges, and not every day will be good. However, you can't let hard times hinder your overall success. The best piece of advice that I can give to you is that someone else's success is not your failure. This is something I have struggled to understand, and I don't even know if I fully wrap my head around it yet. But the progress you've made on your path to success cannot be compared to someone else's, because no path is identical to yours. I wish you all the best of luck with your future adventures, and I hope that when you think back to your memories from these past 4 years, you think about them fondly. I think we all might have done a couple things differently if we were given another go. But we should cherish these memories, good and bad, because they're what has shaped us into the incredible and resilient young people that we are today. We've been through a lot together, more than most senior classes will ever go through. And I want to give a special thank you to the teachers and the staff that has helped us through the hard times, because without a lot of you, these past years wouldn't have been possible for many of us. You've provided us with more than just education, and I want you all to know how incredibly thankful we are for your care and support. We've pushed ourselves hard, learned a lot, and grown as individuals. But the end of high school shouldn't be the end of any of that. I strongly encourage you to take the foundation that you've established here and build something you're proud of. You only live once, so try to make the best of it. Thank you.
All right, just bear with me for a few more minutes before we send you out. I want to thank all the speakers. Ms. Roy, great speech. Amy Austin, you're amazing. I want to take this opportunity to say a few words to the class of 2021. I want to also congratulate the senior girls of the track team who made history yesterday with winning the first state championship in girls track and field history. I know right now you are now proud graduates of Lisbon High School. The road of getting here has not been a normal journey starting since last March. I know the frustration has been there at times with the mask guidelines, changes in the schedule, a lot of quarantines, and the other things that were unexpected in your senior year. Through it all, you developed a sense of resiliency to keep moving forward and striving to get here today. Anything worth fighting for or wanting so badly is worth the hard work. As you embark on the next chapters of your life, high school has prepared you for a lot of things, but not everything. The key to getting to where you want to and striving to meet your goals and aspirations is never to stop learning, growing, and challenging yourself after this point. There'll be many obstacles and challenges that you will face, as well as setbacks. This, unfortunately, is how life works. But it's how you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and regroup will help you in life. If there's one thing to remember after everything is this: lean into the uncomfortable. There will be as many ups and downs, obstacles of life, and sometimes learning. Leaning into something out of your comfort zone will help you overcome something you never thought you could get through or attempt. As you leave the doors of Lisbon High School here very shortly, I promise, take a moment and thank those who have helped you, guided you, and supported you from kindergarten through today. They are the same people that will be there for you when you need a sounding board or advice. Each one of you has certainly earned all that you worked here at Lisbon High School. Each of you has what it takes to make the next chapter of your life a success. Continue to make us proud, class of 2021. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Best of luck to each and every one of you. Emily, ready for the turning of the tassels?
question.